Today for writing, we are going to focus on grammar. And that means that we are going to identify the parts of a complete sentence. A complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. I'm going to explain to you what those two words mean. And I have both of those words written boldly. Subject, predicate. The subject, or naming part, tells who or what did or does something. The predicate, or action part, tells what the subject did or does. These are the two parts of a complete sentence. Remember, a complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject is the naming part. It tells who or what, and the predicate is the action part. It tells what the subject did. Let's look at an example sentence. Papa plays the drums. So, in order for me to identify whether this simple sentence is a complete sentence, I'm going to ask myself a thinking question. What is the subject or naming part? And what is the predicate or action part? Well, Papa is the naming part. And plays the drums is the action part. This simple sentence is complete. Let's look at a couple more examples. Maria sings in Spanish. I'm going to ask myself the thinking question. What is the subject or naming part? And what is the predicate or action part? Does it have those two parts? Maria sings in Spanish. Maria is the subject or the naming part. It tells who or what did something. Maria is the subject. Sings in Spanish. That's the predicate. That's the action part. Tells what the subject did. Maria sings in Spanish. Who did what? Maria sings in Spanish. This is a complete, simple sentence. Let's look at another one. Dances with me. I am looking for the subject and the predicate. I'm looking for the naming part and the action. Dances with me. Dances with me. Well, I know that's an action. Dances with me. So I found the predicate, the action part, tells what the subject did, but I'm not finding the subject. Dances with me. Who dances with me? My simple sentence is not complete. This is missing the subject. This has the action, dances with me, but is missing the naming part, who. So this is not a complete simple sentence. Let's try two examples below where we fill in the missing parts. Blank plays games. What are we missing? The subject, the naming part, or the predicate, the action? Plays games. Plays games. Is that naming something, telling who does something? Or is that an action, tells what someone or something did? Plays games. That's an action. That's something that someone does. So that's the predicate. So this is missing a subject. This is missing the subject. Who plays games? Maybe Jack plays games. Now the sentence is complete because we have our subject. This is the naming part. Who does something? Jack plays games. Let's look at our final example. My family blank. What are we missing? The subject or the predicate? Are we missing the naming part? Tells who. Or are we missing the predicate? The action. My family. My family. This is naming because this is not telling us what anybody did. There is no action in this sentence. My family did what? We are not sure because the sentence is not complete. My family did what? My family ate dinner. My family ate dinner. What is the action? Ate dinner. That's something that they did. So the missing part was the predicate, the action. So sometimes in writing, we will focus on the important parts of writing that we need, which is called grammar. And today, we identified the parts of a complete sentence. A complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject is the naming part, who or what. And the predicate is the action. It tells what the subject did or does.